Hello, my name is Tylluan. I'm a solitary pagan witch. I'm an author and the founder of the Wolf and Howl Press. I always do a little introduction when I start, but I think it's nice because not everybody starts at the first video and moves on, and we have done over 80 videos now. In fact, by the time these go out, we'll probably get up to about 90. So people often start in the middle, and I like to introduce myself. There we are, that's enough of that. So today's little chat. What do you do when you feel your path has gone a bit flat? What do we do about it? How do we rejuvenate it? How do we recover our initial enthusiasm? Now, yes, I've written a book about this, but we're just chatting here, just the same as I would chat to you if you came into my kitchen and I made you a cup of tea and gave you a Welsh cake, and we sat down and we were just discussing things. How do you revitalise your path? Well, first thing I think is to recognise it has slowed down a bit, and that happens to everybody, and it happens for a variety of reasons. I mean, with me, my path will often slow down because I become ill, or I go through a bad patch or a flare-up or what have you. That will slow me down. Family crises, they can get in the way of your path. Stress at work, looking for a new job, all sorts of things, right? So that is life. We have to try and balance life and our path. And that is very important. But how do we revitalise it? Well, when you think back to when you first got going, if you like, on the craft, whatever age you were curious. I think Einstein it was who called it holy curiosity. That's a wonderful description of it. This sense of the sacred, but we're curious about it. Because, you see, unlike established religious traditions, we don't have anyone telling us what to think. We don't have anyone telling us what to do. Now, that's Noah. I don't know, what are you doing? No, he's gone behind my chair. It's very sinister. You may end up on my shoulder any minute now. This is great not to have people telling us what to think, but of course there comes a point where the energy runs out and we're there and we're thinking, what do we do? You know, it's like that wonderful scene in the cartoon The Jungle Book where the vultures are all sitting there saying, what do we do next? What do we do next? You know, that's what it's like. So I would say we need very much to cultivate that holy curiosity again, to find something else that interests us on our path. And it can be something ridiculous. You know, you can suddenly think, well, I'm going to look at magic from a different area. Magic from different parts of the British Isles, for example. I'm going to look at different traditions. I'm going to look at different times. You know, Renaissance magic is quite fascinating. I'm going to look into things like astrology, astronomy. I'm going to look into herbalism. I'm going to look into this. Is Noah. I don't think he knows where he wants to go. What it is, actually, he wants to get under the table. And I can't let him under the table because I've got a light there. You see, these videos don't just happen. We do have to put some lights somewhere. And today the lights have got in his way and he's very restless. Why don't you come and show people? Yes, that's better. Come and have a little chat. There we go. That might keep him quiet. So yes, you do. You start, well, animals have these wonderful sixth sense. You can look into things like shamanism. You can look into all sorts of things. It's not about how to be a witch. Witchcraft 101. It's not like that. Go and find aspects, right? Go and find things like herbalism, nature. Take a nature walk at different times of the day. I mean, a nighttime nature walk is quite different from going out in the daytime, because the daytime you can see, the nighttime you can't. You have to explore your other senses, and that's actually quite good for you. And you don't have to go far. I'm not telling you to go down a dark alley. You don't have to do that. You know, you can literally go and stand in your backyard or on your back doorstep at night, and you hear things. You hear birds as it's getting dusk. When it's really dark here, you hear owls, because we have owls, tawny owls, living up the top end of the garden. You might see a bat in the dusk. All sorts of things. You can hear grunting sometimes, and it's a hedgehog. You know, it's about learning to become more aware. This is the holy curiosity. It's not working out, as they did in the Middle Ages, how many angels could dance on the head of a pin. That's... Oh, right. Okay. Not quite sure how it... yeah, I know, he's lovely. Noah, can you still see me? Oh, good. So, no, it is. Don't let your craft become a misery. It's like this now. It would be terribly easy to say, oh, Noah's got to get down and then I'll start again. No, he hasn't. He's part of it. He's part of my path. Aren't you? Yes. There's nothing quite... I'm trying to get round here. There is nothing quite like being slobbered on by a St. Bernard. He really has excelled himself this time, hasn't he? Yes. Revitalise your path. Be patient. Be patient with things that take your time. Be good to yourself because you deserve the time to do these different things, but enjoy the distractions. You know, I mean, yes, I know that was a bit of a big distraction, even by Noah's standards, but, you know, have fun with it. He has just, I have a little notebook on the table which reminds me of the titles of my talks, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's covered in mud and footprints. That's part of the path. It's part of the fun. Enjoy. Hang on a second. Audrey, that's a biro, Audrey. Oh yes, we are having fun today, aren't we? This is part of the path, part of the fun. Enjoy your path, that's the main thing. If you're not enjoying it, you're doing something wrong. You have to have that wonderful sense of wonder. Every day has something new to offer if we know where to look. And I think I've rabbited on quite long enough because we did get diverted there. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.